I wonder...
You sure?
No.
Today's training was a total mess. My feet are killing me.
You need to stay in peak shape, though. You never know when we might get tossed into a battle.
True.
Mercedes? You daydreaming again? Gotta say, you've been acting all kinds of weird lately.
Have I? I feel perfectly fine, I assure you.
You sure? Back when we had that tea party, you looked so... I don't know... sad.
I suppose I can't hide anything from you. Things like tea parties with dear friends, or seeing the trainees work so hard to improve. It reminds me of how things were before the war, if just for a moment.
You mean back at the academy?
Yes. And before that, when I lived with my mother and my little brother. It also reminds me of the time I spent studying with friends at the School of Sorcery in the capital. Things may not have been easy then, but I would give anything to return to those days.
Huh. I don't think I've ever seen you get this sentimental about something.
The feeling surprises even me. All my years, I've gone wherever the current of life chose to sweep me. In truth, I used to think nothing ever went precisely how I wanted it to. But looking back now, I realize just how joyous all those moments really were. And yes, I'm aware it isn't good to dwell so heavily on the past, but I can't seem to help myself.
And that's totally fine. There's nothing wrong with getting sentimental. Nobody's gonna judge you for reliving one or two good memories every now and then.
Thank you, truly. You're such a kind person.
Still, you shouldn't keep all your emotions bottled up like that. We might not go back to the peace of the old days anytime soon, but we can still have tea parties. I'm always here to listen if you ever need to get something off your chest, Mercedes.
You mean that? I'm so glad to hear it. In that case, why don't we have one right now?
Sure, I don't mind. But why now?
Because I used the money I'd been saving up to buy some more ingredients. Remember how we were talking about all those different kinds of delicious fruit desserts before? Well, I went ahead and whipped some up.
I can never turn down an invitation like that. Can't wait to see what you came up with. Off to work.
I'll do what I need to.
So be it.
I'll handle this.
Head up, eyes open.
Let's go, everyone!
Looks like I'm up.
back.
I'll be sure to remember you.
This stronghold could be important.
I know things are tough, but we can't afford to lose hope.
I'm on it. Let's see how...
Starting the mission is... Commencing attack. Follow me.
Bring it down!
Am I really this strong?
Don't rest on your laurels yet. I still got a lot more to teach you.
The stronghold's ours. I beg your assistance at once. No mercy.
I'm sorry. We weren't strong enough.
That went well.
That should suffice. Start is that an...
I'll do my best. I'm a little nervous.
I'm on it. Let's...
Just as I thought.
I'll be sure to remember.
Time to make a name for ourselves.
Location secure. Witness my true power! No escape! Witness my true power!
This grows troublesome. How unsatisfying.
Indeed. Then I'll be off.
Just turn me loose already.
Time to go.
Let us cut through our foes. Everyone, to arms! We fight for fathers!
We're with you all the way. Stand tall.
You shall pay for this. Do you hear? Somebody help me!
I'm on it. Let's see how it goes. Moving my own. No escape! Your guards are down!
Is that all? Feeble defense.
All would be lost if I were to die here.
The honor is mine. I won't ever forget your kindness.
I have no mercy to offer our enemies.
That's how it's done.
No use fighting a losing battle. I almost feel sorry for them.
I face my comrades after this. We must... Knowing when to retreat is a vital strategy.
All would be lost if I were to die here.
This doesn't look so good.
Still. Don't let it go to your head. We're not losing to anyone!
fine foothold. I hope our founder, King Lug, would be proud of this feat.
Now that's what I'm talking about!
Let us press our advantage further.
Now that's what I call a win!
Hey!
Time to go to work.
Leave this to me.
I'll do my best.
The fight starts now. Stay safe. A life is the only thing we can't replace.
Don't push yourself too hard, okay?
It's no use. We can't gain any ground.
On to the next one.
You have made me keenly aware of my age. I can hardly keep up. Knowing when to retreat is a vital strategy.
Looks like you got one tough fight on your hands.
We can't afford to panic right now.
beginning.
Watching you fight on gives me the bravery I need to do the same.
Sorry, I gotta fall back.
You're done! Here it comes! You're done! I've got it. Out of the way! Out of the way!
Onward!
Take a breather.
It's not over.
I'll take you all on. Take this!
Never in doubt.
Yeah. I can depart at once.
Nice. I was getting bored anyway.
I can do this.
Off to work.
There's too much at stake for failure. Do not let anyone through.
I'll make sure they don't keep the upper hand.
Lend a hand, would you?
Through the battlefield.
You'll never win! Thank you, my friend.
No use fighting a losing battle.
We shall provide support. You'll never win! Thank you, my friend.
All would be lost if I were to die here. I swear, this is not my fault.
You'll never win! Thank you, my friend.
I can't say I like how this is unfolding.
And off we go! That went well.
Looks like you got one tough fight on your hands.
We can overcome any hardship, including this one.
We won't last at this rate. We need assistance!
Looks like we held out. I cannot...
Indeed.
Correct. Time to work you into shape.
The more...
Time to work you into shape.
Whatever the goddess...
Training can be... Can't wait to see how you do.
Care to make yourself useful? We all must do our fair share. Care to make yourself useful? We all must do our fair share.
Supplies are the lifeblood of any army. Everything has its use.
Training can be the difference between victory and defeat.
I can't...
I'll use this.
My conviction. Can't wait to see how you do.
Supplies are the lifeblood of any army. Everything has its use.
Your Majesty, where have you gone? I knew it was a foolish idea to bring her to battle, given her condition.
Duke Ire, my lord, the enemy is advancing from the rear and picking off our units one after the other. It's only a matter of time until they're at our throats. You must flee.
What does that imbecile of a military minister think he's doing? Tell him to stop them. If we fail to find the Emperor soon...
All searches have turned up nothing so far. It's possible she has been taken by the enemy. But please, you must save yourself at least. We will remain here and continue to seek out Her Majesty.
Yes, I suppose staying here myself would only accomplish my being lost as well. In that case, I shall withdraw to the monastery. My apologies, but I leave the search to you.
Understood.
Farewell, and thank you.
The last major impediment before us is Count Burgles, perhaps the most fearsome general in all of Fodor.
The road to winning this war runs right through this battlefield. I don't care who's waiting for us. Any enemy that stands in our way is getting cut down.
I feel like I can tackle anything after that.
It's time to move, everyone. I know you won't let the kingdom down.
I'll cut them all down.
Time to move.
I'll show you what I can do.
Moving up.
Our orders are clear. I'll
Duke
handle
Iron.
this.
Edelgard is likely to be with him.
I must escape, even if it's alone. Quickly, to Garrick Mock.
Not a problem. I've got.
He has a number of soldiers with him. Simply giving chase will not close the distance. We need to cut off his escape route. Sending a few units ahead via the caves might do the trick.
Shame I missed the pitched battle. I'm not so fond of fighting at a disadvantage.
They'll have troops waiting for us in the caves. I'm sure of it. Let's keep our wits about us.
The combat engineers are in position. This should make for a good diversion.
Good. Send up the signal.
What was that meant to signal? An enemy ambush? Investigate!
From bad to worse. Very well. I'll go buy some time.
I won't allow myself to be outdone. That's the way.
Leopold will run me through the ringer if I don't put in a decent effort here. Kingdom Army's prowess certainly is enviable. Just look at what the Empire has been reduced to. I've reached my limit. Go on and advance, you Ceros lapdogs.
We will proceed as planned. We must strive to perform to the best of...
I'll do what I can. It's great. The path is clear. Let's go block off his exit route.
You found nothing at all. Well, we must press onward. Advance!
You're mine! You'll never win! Thank you, my friend.
Let us crush their defenses.
Take a breather.
We will use this stronghold to make ready. Prepare a fresh horse. The Minister of Military Affairs shall buy us time.
Guess I'll have to go in my father's place. They won't get through me!
Your Excellency, Kingdom troops up ahead have cut off our escape route.
We are cut off from escape. Now we must summon everything we have to defeat them. Go! We cannot falter here if the Empire is to survive.
You're trying to pincer attack us? I don't think so.
You'll never win! Thank you, my friend.
Sheer numbers will not defeat me. You must show gusto.
Leopold, you look to be quite hard up. I suppose even a man like you needs a help. And sometimes...
You're mine! You'll never win!
Thank you, my friend.
Finally, someone capable of bringing me to my knees. I shall... What is that?
The Empire cannot afford your death. My apologies, but I'm warping you out of here.
Oh, ancestors of Adrestia, and your majesty, our empire is doomed.
We've managed to defeat Duke Ire, but Edelgard is nowhere to be seen. We must find her.
I hope I can...
I've grown.
Not too shabby for an old-timer.
Not a trace of the Emperor in sight. She and Duke Ire must not be together.
In any case, she's certainly not here.
By now, the Knights of Sero should be making their final approach on Garreg Mach. Perhaps we should join them, and focus on reclaiming the monastery before anything else.
No, let's keep looking. Sometimes the person you're looking for is hiding right under your nose the whole time.
Your words hold some truth to them. Very well. We'll split off into groups and search for her all at once.
I'm gonna go check the path up to the monastery. You wanna come with?
Of course.
Then we will divide our efforts and search both to the east and west. Good luck.
There's no sign of them. What's wrong?
Oh, nothing. Just thinking how the time has finally come.
Azure Gleam. The hour of vengeance.
It's over! Oh, how I've waited for this day. The day that I kill you!
Run away while you can.
You're free to try, but you won't get away from me that easily. I'll carve out your monstrous heart and put an end to the beast dwelling within. Your destruction is everything I've ever fought for.
Strange. The two of them have yet to return.
They've sent no word back either. They may have been ambushed by Imperial stragglers.
Your Majesty, I bear troubling news from one of our scouting units. A squadron of mages has been spotted laying in ambush in the forest ahead. They surely hope to obstruct our march.
I can only assume they're what's left of the ones we faced in Aelel.
It's difficult to say. But given the situation, there's a high probability the search party we sent out to find the Emperor has been attacked.
No. We must hurry, Your Majesty.
Your Majesty, we've confirmed the locations of the Commander and the Ashen Demon, but they're locked in heated combat. Not only that, but it appears as though the Commander's the one who instigated it.
What? We should be off. The situation is one we must attend to ourselves.
You almost make it sound like you expected this.
Our mercenary friend feared a time would come when they turned their blade on us. They've worried for many moons now that one day they may end up like Cornelia or Mycen, losing control, transforming, and attacking their friends, that is. I promised I would put them down if such events came to pass.
We should embark at once, Your Majesty. There's not a moment to waste.
Yes, I suggest we steel ourselves for the worst.
Understood.
For House Fraldarius.
I'm ready anytime.
Time to move.
I will hunt you until my dying breath. Get back here!
There's not a moment to lose. We will proceed as planned. Stop their attack.
I haven't the slightest notion what is going on, but I'll happily take it. Destroy them all!
That mage unit is on the move. We won't be able to avoid them.
Let us crush their defenses.
See how those beasts crawl to the slaughter. Let me put you out of your misery, beasts. Playing with you in great.
Stay out of this! It does not concern you!
I'll do what I can. I'm
If they won't listen to reason, we'll have to use force to stop them. Hurry!
Hang on, kid. I'm coming.
I must move us away from all of these foolish distractions!
They've walked away.
It's worth a shot.
Wait.
Stand down.
I can't make any progress like this.
We have no idea where they will reappear. We should split up to cover every possible location.
Hold the position. None of them get through.
Why do you insist on interfering?
They're putting up more of a fight than I expected. Deploy the reserves.
simply do not stop coming!
Not again! The boar was right. This won't be easy. That's it.
We will proceed as planned.
Mercenaries? No. Yeah, right. It cannot be!
We must defeat them if we hope to reach the stronghold.
I think this will go well. I'm go-
Come on, snap out of it.
I'll not permit this chance to slip away!
No, not yet!
Your Majesty, we've had a report of someone matching Edelgard's description nearby.
Good. But with the situation being what it is, we won't be able to reach her for some time.
The Kingdom Army is locked in combat with some sort of mysterious force. Has Edelgard been captured?
I could take a lesson from your persistence.
I dislike ending things on a low note. As such, prepare to die! Lose to beasts. Give it
I am undone.
Calm down at last, huh? For now, I think a transfer to the rear guard is in order.
You came for me, Gerald. Thank you.
You sound surprised, kid. I'm almost offended.
If I'm must wring the life from you by my own hand, then so be it.
I suspect as much. He's the same as Cornelia and all the rest. I must capture him and learn the truth about that day.
Try me, you witless beasts! How could I allow myself to be bested by such a despicable beast as this one? I need to get this flesh underground. So it's true. You really are from Shambhala.
Forgive me for this, Sullen. But without your sacrifice, this world can never be made clean. Oh, great Zaharas, veil of night fluttering in the abyss. By the laws of creation, throw wide your infernal gates and swallow my foes.
Where is he?
Dimitri, you good?
I am. As are you. The enemy must be near. We should split up.
You there.
What?
Is something wrong, Edelgard? You seem different.
How do you know what my name is? You must be... No, I can't... I don't get it. What is this? What's happening?
Not good.
I need to be strong.
It has been a long, long battle. My race wavers at the brink of extinction. And so it falls upon me to reclaim this world, that what was stolen from my people might be theirs once more. Which is why I was born. Yes, I created you. The cycle of the world, the rehousing of souls. How desperately I sought this secret art. But it demanded precision. One defect, one essence wrongly transplanted, would lead to consequences most irreparable. I knew I must oversee the process myself in order to save my beloved people. When my consciousness first initialized, I was nothing. I remember the sound of water, of bubbles, the sound of a massive object slowly lurching along. I thought the noise would continue for eternity. But then, a change. Something gave way. The water began rushing rapidly. Pale shadows closed in around me. Amidst deafening sounds, I walked desperately in search of light. That was an unforeseen accident. I was sure all had been lost to the waters. It was fortunate I had created you, for you proved useful in a way I never expected. I am to become you. That's why I'm here. That's why I've been compelled to remove any obstacle in your way. Only by destroying the abomination inside the Ashen Demon can we bring salvation to the world. So you understand. Then return that body you two share to me. It pains me to do this to you, but alas, all was written from the beginning.
Azure Gleam. Into the chasm.
Where am I?
Let's hold off on the weapons for now, okay? Probably best you don't move at all, actually.
Huh? What are you doing here, Claude? Glad to see you're okay, at least.
Not sure okay is the word I'd go with. Dimitri and I got sucked into some weird magic vortex.
One of your making, I can only presume.
When we came to, we were sprawled on the ground here. Charming place, if you ask me.
I take it you don't remember what happened. You changed, attempted to strike at us. We were thankfully able to subdue you, at least temporarily. But you came to and fled not long after. You were, by all accounts, a different person entirely.
I guess that kinda rings a bell. The last thing I remember is Arval telling me to slay the Ashen Demon. At least, I think it was Arval.
Arval?
The voice in my head. We've known each other for a few years now. Sounds pretty out there, right? This is why I never mentioned it.
And you claim this Arval suddenly decided to turn on you?
I know how it sounds, but yeah. There are two things I can say for sure. The first is that Arval's magic is what dragged us all in here. And the second is that there's no one in my head anymore.
What? How can you be sure?
Because I don't feel them. At least, not in my mind. Arval's somewhere else now. Somewhere distant.
Well, that's vague. How are we supposed to make heads or tails of any of this?
At the very least, I believe your account well enough to say you are no longer a threat to us.
Right. We can save all that metaphysics stuff for some other time. Anyhow, you wouldn't happen to know a way out of this dark, void place, would you?
About that, I know I said distant, but Arval's definitely here with us somewhere. If we can find them and figure out what magic they used on us, we might just be able to escape.
You sure are optimistic for someone who's surrounded by horrible nothingness.
It isn't as though we have any alternatives. We should take a look around. Perhaps we can learn more about this place in the process.
Dimitri? Where are you going?
So you were dragged in here as well, Edelgard. Are you all right?
What are you doing here? Where am I?
We aren't sure ourselves. But we have no intention of fighting you. Know that.
We? Who else is here with you?
Why'd you run off like that, Dimitri? Did you notice something? Wait, Edelgard?
It seems much has transpired without my knowledge.
Yeah, I don't think any of us really know what's going on here. By the way, Edelgard, you look pretty different from the last time I saw you. Did something happen to you?
The last time? When was that? It seems I have a fair number of gaps in my memory. The most recent thing I can remember is Aryan Road. You and I were squaring off, Dimitri, when Talus appeared and cast some dark magic on me.
That was over 6 moons ago. If Viscount Fenya's word is anything to go by, you've been serving as Duke Ayre's puppet ever since. Not only that, Duke Ayre himself was under the nefarious control of Talus.
6 months? And tell me, what of the Empire? I can't believe I have to direct such a question to you two, of all people.
Adrestia changed big time after the battle at Aryan Road against the Kingdom. Your lands have been ravaged, your military has lost all discipline, and Lester and Fargus have since joined hands to put an end to the Empire's brutality. You're actually catching us right in the middle of the climactic fight.
After we routed the Imperial army in the Valley of Torment, you fled, escaping with Duke Ayre. Once we put an end to him, we turned our gaze toward finding you. We're caught up in some bizarre magic, which brought us here.
That was all rather painful to hear, but I thank you for the explanation. I'm not sure how exactly Talus is manipulating me, but he is clearly doing so to steer the Empire toward his own desires. In the past, he took over the body of my uncle, Lord Arundel, and snatched the reins of Adrestia as its regent, meaning history is repeating itself in the grandest, most vile way.
So it's true then. Lord Arundel was actually Talus.
You've got to help us get out of here, Edelgard.
I would be glad to, once you inform me further about the current state of Fodlan. I've been, in essence, asleep the last half a year, remember?
Yes. I suppose we can afford a short break, to bring you up to speed before we resume our search.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yes.
What do you hope to accomplish once this war is over, Claude?
Why? Worried I have some nasty plot up my sleeve? Well, I don't. Although I doubt you're gonna like what I do have planned. I'm just gonna come out and say it. After the war, I'm going to abolish the Central Church and depose the Archbishop. The people of Fodlan have been shackled by this decrepit system for too long, and I'm ending it.
You're going to do away with the Church?
That's right. Think about it. Who steals your freedom and gives you an endless list of duties and obligations simply because you have a crest? Who forces you and your friends into a bunch of unwanted marriages and positions of power? The Church even forbids any official contact with outside regions. Not exactly great for Fargus, right? Being as close to Serang and Albinia as you are.
But to be clear, your issue is with the Church, yes? Not with Fargus itself?
Exactly. We have nothing to gain by fighting you. And really, our enemy isn't the actual Church so much as the people at the top who make all the decisions.
I understand where you're coming from, Claude. And on a personal level, I actually agree with you.
But as a king, you're opposed.
Yes, for 3 reasons. First, abolishing the Church would deny the king's right to rule Fargus. Without one, the people will descend into chaos and war. Would you be able to take responsibility for such a thing once it came to pass? Second, recklessly discarding the Church will only incite discord among the clergy and its supporters. And finally, a revolution of this nature will not only mean casualties among the common folk, but will endanger your own life as well.
Leaving the first two for a second, I have some serious issues with that last one. I'm glad you're concerned for my safety, but I can take care of myself.
But don't you see? The people you wish to depose are human, just as you are. No matter what ingenious scheme you come up with, or how careful you try to be, they will suffer, and their vengeance will eventually find you, no matter how hard you try to stave it off. I know full well the guilt that accompanies such actions, and the retribution they provoke.
Everyone has to deal with the consequences of their decisions. If you let it rule you, Fodlan never changes. And if it doesn't change, it'll just fall apart.
But not taking the time to look where you're going will only lead you to stumble and fall. And if there are those who would be hurt by this, I consider it my duty to help them.
There you go, trying to save everyone again. You really are too good for me.
To be honest, I'm jealous of how you're not burdened with the same restrictions.
In the world I'm trying to create, you wouldn't be burdened by them either. You could even... No, forget that. I'm serious about what I said, though. And I really do admire how you want to save everyone. Honestly, if you weren't a king, I think we could have been friends.
I feel much the same. Had I joined with you, I might have been able to see a different vision of Fodlan.
Oh boy.
Huh?
Well, I'm stumped.
Enough with the searching glances, Dimitri. Say what you're going to say.
I was just thinking that I find it difficult to speak with you. Even now that we have the opportunity to exchange words peaceably, too many have died for us to suddenly have meaningful heart-to-heart conversation.
Oh? That's not how I feel. Unless you mean you don't wish to speak with the tyrant you consider responsible for their deaths. In which case, let's just believe what we believe, accept that our paths have diverged, and see this through to the very end.
You're placing words in my mouth. Still, I suppose that does cut to the heart of the matter. I will not claim that all my choices were right, but I accept responsibility for them. I made them carefully and with full knowledge of the consequences.
And I'd like to think I can say the same. But this is unproductive. We need to get out of here.
Fair enough. But first, answer me this. Do you know what became of your mother and Selma?
Why would I?
Someone told me that you would know how she met her end. Although I suspect that was nothing more than the dying ravings of a madwoman.
It was. I haven't seen my mother since I was a child. It would have been right before she was exiled. You would know what happened better than I.
I suppose so. Regardless, thank you for answering. Now, shall we get back to finding our way out?
Please, we can't resolve anything so long as we're trapped in this.
That was quite the tremor.
Whatever this place is, I find myself liking it less by the moment.
Can you stand?
Yes, thank...
Perhaps we can put our differences aside, if only for the moment. The hostilities will do us no good here.
Yes, I suppose you're right. I can agree to that. You know, I just remembered something from back when I was but a child. I had fallen to the ground and was met with a kind hand reaching out to help me up. I took it without thinking, without even looking first to see who it was. I suppose that shows you how much I've grown. Dimitri, what is it?
I have a similar memory. One of helping a little girl who had fallen in the dirt.
Knowing you, such occurrences would have been commonplace in your youth. Don't try to imply we share a memory.
No, I rarely forget an important face. Often to my own woe, I might add.
Enough. Let us end this before we both make greater fools of ourselves. We need to escape. That's our only priority. Not that the world outside will be any kinder to me than the one in here.
Edelgard,
What are you doing? You should know I won't hesitate to leave you behind.
Indeed. I'm coming, Elle.
Huh?
I wonder... Over here. I hope you're well.
Let's see.
Yeesh. You can't tell forward from back in here. Let's try over that way, maybe?
Good idea. It seems different from the rest of the void. Look out!
So it failed. Has my skill degraded that sharply over the years?
Arvel.
I have been searching for you, and look what you brought me. The three who fancy themselves sovereigns, ruling over that abomination's wretched spawn. What unexpected luck. I do hope you are all prepared to face death this day.
So you're Arval, huh? Sorry, but I can't say dying here sounds all that appealing. What we'd really like is for you to lift this weird sorcery of yours and send us home.
Oh, I do not think that will be happening. But even if I desired to accede to your wishes, the great forbidden spell of Zaharas is a one-way journey. None can escape this eternal darkness.
Are you certain? Would killing you not accomplish the task?
Something tells me they wouldn't lay this trap, only to suffer the same fate as us. If this being can free themselves from this void, it stands to reason that so too can we.
Then try cutting me down if you like. Sadly, what you see before you is but an illusion. I have a task to fulfill, and once it is accomplished, I shall leave this place alone.
Arvel, wait! What task are you talking about? Why did you use me? And what are you trying to do here?
Ah, but you are mistaken. I am not Arval. My name is Epimenides, an ordinary man who vowed to kill the beast which set the earth ablaze. Do you not comprehend my purpose? I must save this world and its true people. That is why I chose to pass my consciousness down through the ages. And you are the vessel for that consciousness.
What does that mean?
I don't know what's going on, but I do know whoever that is needs to be stopped.
And how far are you willing to go? Will you cut down your own friends to reach me?
Hubert? No. It must be a double.
If so, it's completely indistinguishable from the real thing. This is vile sorcery indeed.
Your Majesty, why are you consorting with the enemy? He is right where you want him.
Why are you... No. This is a deception. The man I know would never raise a weapon at me.
Claude, no! Don't do this! I can't believe you would hurt me.
This is harder than I thought. I mean, how do we know for sure they're not real?
You would drench your hands in the blood of friends to get what you want. I should have expected no less from the children of beasts.
Screams are so real.
The Emperor is before you. Deal the killing blow. You can't fool me. If it were really you, you'd understand. I won't give up.
Watch this! Take a breather.
I get it.
Never waited this moment. It's done. But steel yourselves. Don't know who will confront next.
Are we being warped away? No. Space itself is distorting around us.
Our surroundings have changed.
This place is so twisted you can't even tell where you are.
Aren't you sad for your comrades, murderers? There it is. There is your rage.
Uh-oh. I can spot one fake, but how do I tell which Edelgard and Dimitri are on my side?
Perhaps each of them should take on their own double to prevent confusion.
That's not a bad idea.
Is that it?
This darkness is a mirror for the soul. And once a soul is imprisoned here, it is eternally severed from the real world.
Is that why Edelgard is returned to normal? Some trick of the darkness?
Just imagine how much easier our task will be with the two of us. A nice thought, yes. But I'm sad to say I failed to trust even myself.
Why are you helping the Emperor, wretch? You mourn your friends. Avenge them. It's a blessing I get to face you. There is truly no one I more desire to end. Illusion or no, I must thank our adversary for letting me experience that.
Stop playing the kind soul. Everything we've ever wanted is before us, right for the taking. If you're really me, you already know why I'm doing this. I don't like leaving my fate up to luck. Some... Take your final bow. Now leave!
Take a breather.
I feel like I just slew my twin brother.
I can't say it's pleasant watching my own death.
That's the last of the illusions.
So it would seem.
Changing awaited this moment. At least now we're certain they're not real. We can cut them down without mercy.
Again? Please tell me we're gonna find that guy this time.
Right. Let's get searching.
Oh, but you four are a marvel. To think you are already adapting to this place. Now have the grace to lay down your lives and let the world you've torn apart heal. I must make haste. Destroying me will achieve nothing, for you will all still be trapped in this place. Not yet. There you are, my partner in destiny.
You're not horrible. And even if you were, I'd bite you all the same.
Unfortunate, but you are forcing my hand.
So even our mercenary friend gets offended. Through! This is going to take all of us. Time to put our differences aside. Let's make the most of this.
Keep going, Dimitri. We can win this. Why does it have to be you? I don't want to fight you.
Seems I am forced to do this myself. So be it. Come at me if you dare.
Our adversary has finally run out of tricks. Time to finish this.
No. Nothing I do is enough. How much more must I sacrifice? twice. No, this isn't over. Be gone with you! The cycle of this world must be protected! You fool! Why must you resist me so?
You know my reason. The tomorrow we're fighting for. The choices are to make!
It's incredible. Just how strong you've become.
Orval.
You have grown more than I ever thought possible. And yet... I've never felt more alone.
I'll hesitate.
Looks like we made it out in one piece.
Are you sure about that? I still have no idea what's going on.
Yes, it all felt like a strange fever dream. Whatever was that place? It seems we've lost sight of Edelgard as well.
Maybe she got back before we did and hightailed it out of here. I doubt she got far, though. The real question is, where would she go?
Garreg Mach, surely. She must seek to reconvene with the Imperial forces.
What do you want to do? Should we get back to the search? Or maybe we'd be better off regrouping with the others first.
The latter. We weren't gone long, but I worry for our friend's safety.
I should probably get back to my people, too. I don't want them going gray over little old me. But I'll see you both over at Garreg Mach. Oh, and feel free to clobber the Imperial Army without us if you get there first.
Very well. We will see you there, Claude.
Lord Uncle.
Do not worry me so, Edelgard. Come, let us handle everything for you. It has served us all exceedingly well so far.
Yes.
Azure Gleam. The end of tragedy. Dimitri and his troops slay Regent Ire, and in doing so deliver a crushing blow to Adrestia and its army. Seizing this momentum, they continue onward toward Garreg Mach. En route to the monastery, Dimitri receives word that the Knights of Seiros are struggling. He marches with one purpose: to slay Edelgard and Talus, ending the war once and for all.
What is the situation? Is the Archbishop safe?
Forgive me. Our initial strike on the monastery proved successful, but my unit was separated from Lady Rhea's. And before we knew it, those dark mages had descended upon us.
You've done well to make it here. Thank you for your report.
Lady Rhea's in trouble. We have to help her.
There's no point panicking about it, Mercy. If they're giving even the Knights trouble, we should make sure we're extra ready before we head in there ourselves.
Lady Rhea possesses greater knowledge of the monastery than anyone else. If she is in distress after her successful surprise attack, That is troubling indeed.
Those mages must have thrown off our calculations.
I bring news, Your Majesty. We've just concluded our survey of Garreg Mach and its surroundings. A man we believe to be Tallis was seen entering the monastery, with the Emperor following close behind.
So, she's fallen into his hands. The one grasping the reins of the Imperial army now is no longer Edelgard, but Tallis. Surely those dark mages are his as well.
Makes sense why the Knights had trouble then.
Indeed. Still, with all our greatest enemies gathered in one place, we have a chance to end this war here and now. If we can put them to rout here, so much of what ails our kingdom will be destroyed along with them.
Perhaps. But our task is clear either way.
Yep. Smash our enemies, win the war, and restore peace to Fodlan.
Well said. The Alliance should be here soon as well, assuming they've broken through the Imperial ranks in the Valley of Torment. Everyone, this battle will determine what lies ahead for Fodlan. Not just tomorrow, but every day beyond that as well. We cannot afford much time to prepare, but let us ready to make our future a prosperous one.
Let's give this a try. I'll make it so.
Now then.
Oh yeah. Fool. Nuh-uh.
Huh?
Right?
Hey, got a minute?
Did you know?
Nuh-uh.
Let's see.
Excuse me. We must speak.
Let's see.
Ah.
Let me think.
Do you have a minute?
Okay.
How's this? Yep.
Hey! You there!
Nothing to report. Huh.
That's terrible.
Right on.
Yeah.
Hey.
Can we talk? Let's give it a go.
Oh no! Did you know? Um... Do you have a moment?
Right on.
Excuse me.
Yes? Can we speak a moment? I think I see.
Right on.
Oh.
Do you
That's
have
a
a
tough
moment?
one. All right, so
It's good to see you again. Thanks. Got a minute?
Wait up.
Time to work you into shape.
This
For him. Training can, with proper training, you'll be unstoppable.
How about this?
see me? No.
Hey, let's think about that.
Care to make yourself useful? We all must do our fair share to make yourself useful.
This is all thanks to you.
Oh, no.
We all must do our fair share to make yourself useful. We all must do our fair share.
Hunger is the true enemy.
So. Wow, you.
This.
Come back whenever you're hungry. Hunger is the true enemy.
This reminds me of...
This is.
Come back whenever you're hungry. Hunger is the true enemy.
You like this stuff too?
Not a fan of Fargus cuisine? I think it's fine enough myself.
Come back whenever you're hungry. Hunger is the true enemy.
A little sugar would balance this dish nicely. Perhaps some spice as well.
We could always try it later. The three of us would make an incredible chef trio.
Come back whenever you're hungry. Hunger is the true enemy.
Ah! This is...
Come back whenever you're hungry.
Good day to you. How may I help you?
Nuh-uh.
Well?
Oh, hi.
Yeah.
Many thanks. Greetings.
Thanks.
To be brief, to be brief,
I was thinking.
I see.
Well met.
Well met.
Mm-hmm.
What?
Oh.
Oh, yeah. Fool.
Nuh-uh.
Huh?
Why are you... Yes, thank you. Here, go on, take it.
Supplies are the lifeblood of any army. Everything has its use.
Time to work you into shape.
If these are...
Had I so.
Even an old...
I'll be the...
I'm ready to...
With proper training, you'll be unstoppable.
Well, how'd it go? Any result's a good result.
I want you and your unit to keep watch for us, and my uncle will help you. We can't let our enemy get inside these walls. Do it for the Empire.
Yes, Your Majesty.
Uncle,
Splendid work, Edelgard.
I did what you asked me to do. Is that good enough?
But of course, all you need do is follow my every command, and victory will be ours. These beasts that swarm and fester on the surface shall tear at each other's throats until none remain. Edelgard, you must join the fray as well.
Me?
After all, what good is an emperor who lets everyone else do the fighting for her?
Yes, Uncle.
When we left our school 2 years ago, I never imagined this was how we might make our return.
I think I'll skip the next class reunion if this is what they're always going to be like. Our enemy's waiting for us just beyond these ramparts.
And Talus is at its heart. This is our chance to stop him once and for all. I always get the jitters before big battles like this.
You needn't worry. Besides, there won't be time for nerves once the fighting begins.
Yes, and we'll surely win with the goddess's guidance at our backs.
In any case, there's no turning back now. So let's stand tall and greet this battle with our heads held high.
There's still no sign of the Alliance, Your Majesty.
Claude will come. I'm sure of it. He knows full well if we fall, he'll be next. And Claude told me that we would meet again. He's crafty, yes. But I've never known him to be a liar.
It's almost time. That's your cue, Dimitri.
Yeah, we could all use one of your inspiring speeches to really set the mood.
Right then. Hear me well, fearless knights of Fargus. It is only through your combined efforts that we find ourselves here, with a pointed blade thrust at the throat of our enemy. We lost so many lives in Duska. Our king, his knights, and more innocents than I can bear to count. This war has claimed even more. But now, we can finally avenge all of those who have fallen. Today, we sever the threads of fate that bind us to our troubled past, and march forth into a bright tomorrow. We shall fight, we shall survive, and we shall win a glorious future for Fodlan. I trust each of you to see our task through. Now move out!
I'm ready.
Off to work.
Time to move.
This is...
It's worth a shot. Stand down.
It will take everything we have, but we must defeat the Emperor and restore peace to Fodlan.
Ignorant beasts. You will all be stabbed out.
I don't see Lady Rhea anywhere. Let's scale the walls and head for the monastery.
The Alliance has yet to arrive.
Let's capture the nearby strongholds to create a rendezvous point for when they do.
Whether the Alliance shows up or not, we will fight and we will win.
Not a problem.
This will be the rendezvous point for the Alliance forces. We have to protect it.
The beasts have arrived. It's time we went on the offensive.
This will be your grave!
Pathetic. Mobilized. Good. Their location is on our way anyway.
We'll have to keep a tight watch on the Alliance rendezvous points.
This stronghold will be ours in no time.
This will be your grave!
Still here.
turn.
Won't lose.
Witness my true power! No escape!
Despite their human guise, they are nothing more than beasts. And they fight like them too. I must retreat.
He ran. However, this path will get us past the walls. After him!
I'm glad to go.
You don't even know what it means to me. I will not let you thwart our dream.
All Thomas knows how to do is crack the whip. Hey! Activate the Viscum!
It's worth a stand down.
Those weapons are slightly different from the ones we've seen before. Be careful, everyone.
Looks like they're up to something. I'd better take this opportunity to snatch one of these strongholds.
Not a problem.
These auxiliary forces are a threat to our rendezvous point. We must protect it.
This stronghold will be ours in no time.
Attack! Don't give him a chance to retaliate!
I'll not return to me, Croc. It is time.
Yes, Tallus. I guess I can't play with you any longer.
These corpse-faced creeps freak me out.
We have an important mission to carry out. We can't stop here.
Good. The rendezvous point is still safe. So far, all is well.
Hey, watch out! That's in firing range of those weapons.
Good work. Keep it up.
Good, we disabled it. These are a lot stronger than the weapons we saw in Verdiad.
This level seems to have some controls too. Still, we should focus on shutting off the weapons in the lower level first.
Initiating the operate.
You like that? Give it up! No, not yet! Too slow! This'll be your grave!
Begin the operation. All.
My turn. No mercy.
Initiating.
Called.
That certainly wasn't easy, but we shut them all down.
I wouldn't have issue filth to a place that even sunlight has abandoned.
Move out! We're taking the Viscum back. Those beasts don't deserve them.
Not a problem.
They're back. Stop them before they regain control of those.
Begin the operate. Our orders are.
We will proceed as planned.
With thanks.
Eternal and undying.
Give it up!
Glory be to Agartha! The rest is up to you.
Did we come a little late? Form up with the Kingdom Army, everyone!
The Alliance has come! But where is Claw? Well, no matter. We'll take all the help we can get.
This is an absolutely terrible situation! All of you, protect the stronghold! At this point, the ends justify the means. Stop them at any cost, even with fire!
The area around the monastery is on fire, and the entrance is blocked too. What do we do now?
Don't worry, I heard we have a plan. Just hold out a little longer. Let's go disable that artillery. Capturing the stronghold should make things easier too.
Would the Alliance mind letting us know what exactly...
Begin the operation. Our orders are initiating the operation. Let
exactly this plan entails? Give it up! I'm still not satisfied.
With you by my side,
I'm in. I'll
we
handle
will carve
this.
a path toward a new future for Fargus.
You're all useless. Send in the Titanus!
What is that monstrous thing? Is it friend or foe?
Hey, it's something like that in their back pocket this whole time?
All we seek is a world without ruler.
My turn.
This stronghold is ours. Let's go after the other one.
Stand down.
There. We finally got them down. If only we could take a quick break.
Shouldn't be reckless.
Don't give up! We're slowly but surely wearing it down. Give it up!
We can't miss this chance.
Nothing but a hunk of metal in the end.
How much longer must we hold out?
Bet you didn't expect anyone to make it across the mountains, Count Varley. You should always keep an eye on your back, too.
No! Stop! Don't let them open the gate!
Afraid I already did. Sorry for the delay, Dimitri.
I knew you'd come, no matter what. Let us crush the Imperial forces together!
have no hope of winning! This isn't right! Why should I have to die? How could this happen? I was wrong to follow that man.
The Alliance will cover the rear. You go on ahead.
Thank you. I'll be counting on that. All right, let's infiltrate the monastery.
This is it, Dimitri. Talus is just ahead.
Indeed. Strange how my reason for stepping foot in this monastery now is the same as it was those 3 years ago.
What do you mean?
Revenge. All the heirs and relatives of every noble in the land come to learn here. It seemed likely that at least someone was connected to my father's killer. After roaming the kingdom for fruitless lead after fruitless lead, I hoped against hope that I would at last find the answers I sought here. In the end, I could accomplish nothing alone. Yet now, I stand here once more, my enemy's identity clear for all to see.
And this time, you're gonna get your revenge. You're not alone anymore, Dimitri. You've got your friends here with you every step of the way. So let's win this. And when we do, we'll all greet the new dawn together.
Right you are. Let us go. Together. Lady Rhea, you're safe! Quick! Let's clear out these enemies!
The kingdom! So you have come! So does this mean everyone outside already fell? What a bunch of weaklings. Yes! Come on out and rally around me! All of you! Talus said you have to! No. This is wrong! I can't die! No. I cannot allow Garrett Mock to be destroyed.
All units, at the ready! We'll show them what Alliance courage really means! She's dead. That should do it. I'm glad to see you safe, Rhea.
Thank you. From the bottom of my heart. I shall assist you in this fight now.
Up ahead is the cathedral. It's worth it. Part of the monastery. Talus and Edelgard should be there. Don't let this chance slip away. Crush them!
We're up against the toughest of enemies, but I'm not afraid. We will win and return to Verdiad together.
Our will has endured for thousands of years. It shall not be stopped here. Itching for a fight? That can be arranged.
My dearest wish is for a new age where we can live together in peace.
Is that a magic barrier? It's keeping all our attacks out.
Perhaps we should focus on Edelgard for now.
I chose this path, and I will see it through to the end. On my honor as a Knight of Fargus.
dare come down, then our attack should land now. He was pulling the strings from the shadows all the while. Your Majesty, the time has finally come for our revenge.
Revive as many times as you like. We'll keep knocking you down.
With this power, I'm gonna beat him. You've got my back, right, Arvo?
I have an endless supply of souls. Go on, slaughter.
This will be your grave! Give it up! Pathetic!
Your life ends here, Thomas.
Your head will make a fine offering for the dead.
This victory's mine.
You have some skill.
It's time to leave the past in the past. That's what we're fighting for.
Hope you're watching, Gleam. I will avenge you here and move on with my life.
I no longer care. For the sake of my people, you must die.
No, you should kill me. Because I'm the one who's gonna kill you. Too slow.
Our vengeance. Stop. We will annihilate all beasts and return to the surface.
Such a wicked drive possesses them. I must cleanse them by my own hand.
No matter what comes at us, I'll be the one at the boar's back.
You've left me no choice but to kill you with my own hands.
We must be at the end of this. Let us finish this and right the wrongs of the past. As long as His Majesty and I fight together, we cannot lose.
Do you see this, Lambert? I'm finally here. I will have my revenge for that day.
I must finally be free of the past. I'm sorry, but stay where you are for now.
I can't keep going. I'd only be holding you back if I tried.
Not done yet!
So this fragile flesh has run its course. No matter.
Dimitri, go!
Uncle, no.
You cursed beasts will never defeat us! You're wrong. Not another step, you fool! This ends here!
Guess it's over.
Yes.
Dee?
Let's go. It seems the dawn is nearly upon us.
About time, too. So, my friend, shall we?
Right. There's much to be done.
It is now 1183, Great Tree Moon. The Holy Kingdom of Fargus, beside the Leicester Alliance and the Church of Saros, emerged victorious against the forces of Adrestia. With the loss of Regent Ire and many of its leading strategists, the Empire has been forced back on all fronts, radically transforming the power structure throughout Fodlan. In pursuit of their ideals, the young leaders press ever southward to crush the Empire for good. None know what tomorrow this war may bring, nor what future awaits Fodlan.
I'm not big on sentimentality, but I guess it can't hurt just this once. You either say what you feel or die wishing you had, so let's get this over with. You make me strong. You challenge me to be better, and convince me I'm capable of more. So in this final battle, let's claim both victory and a brighter future. And let's do it together.